What's up, Penguin Nation? My name is Karan, and here we are with another Wi-Fi battle. I know it's been a while since I've done these, but we have a battle here with 7-Eleven, aka Michael, on my Facebook page. So, if you want to battle with me, just go in the description. I have the Facebook page, my Facebook in the description, like it, and then you can post there and be like, yo, Kron, want to battle? I'll be like, sure, let's find a time that works for both of us, and then everything will work out fine. So anyways, back to this battle. So, I'm not sure if 7-Eleven here knows much about the tiers, because I was like, OU, and he was like, well, what can I not use? Legendaries? But yeah, so he didn't bring the most OU Pokemon. I believe Scolipede is OU. Shoot, that might just be it. Wow, I brought a really overpowered team then. Because I brought Mega Manectric, Salamence, Conkeldurr, Melodic, Ferrothorn, and Espeon. Choice Scarf Espeon. And you know the bulk of Melodic and Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn's annoying as poop. But Ferrothorn's really just for rocks. That's why I brought it. But anyways, let's just get on with it. Let's see what happens in said battle. So 7-Eleven is issuing a challenge with his little splattered with yellow purple shirt. He starts with a Scolipede to, you know, get things off with the baton passing. So I start with Mega Manectric, and I'm like, well, if he's gonna baton pass, he's gonna baton pass a -1 attack. So that's gonna be great. Even if he sets up a Swords Dance, he can't, he'll only be at +1, not +2. So that would be advantageous. But clearly he goes for a Protect, but I'm not gonna predict that and, like, switch out, because one, like I said, I wanted the Intimidate. And two, if he predicted me to predict that, then, you know, I would have lost. I don't know. But there was no harm in going for the Flamethrower, is what I'm trying to say. But there was harm in going for the Flamethrower again, which is why I don't know why I went for the Flamethrower again. But, honestly, a Discharge wouldn't have done much more, because it's an Umbreon. So basically this Umbreon has -1 attack and +1 speed. So he probably switched into it just to take hits, because Umbreon is a bulky boss master planner. So I was expecting like a Toxic or something like of the sort, which is why I switched into my Guts user, Conkeldurr, aka Kenpachi. So now we have a Guts boosted Kenpachi on the field, and that's gonna wreck. That is gonna hurt like a beeswax, friend. And because normally I run an Assault Vest, but now, but I still run Guts for this exact situation. When I predict like a Toxic or a Will-O-Wisp, I switch to Kenpachi, and boom! Look at how much that Drain Punch did. Look at how much that Drain Punch did. Woo! Woo! So much power, so much power. So clearly he knows I'm going to go for the Mach Punch. I went for it anyways because it was still the better play. You know, I could get damage on anything, because come on, it's still a Guts boosted attack. So he sends out his Nidoking here, and go for the Mach Punch. And if you guys remember my team, Nidoking really does a lot of damage. If he has Flamethrower especially, he can do a lot of damage to anyone on my team. So even if I switched to Ferrothorn there, if he had Flamethrower, he would have killed me easily. So I really had no choice but to stay with my Assault Vest user. And that did a hell of a lot of damage. Honestly, I thought it would do less, but that just shows the power of Nidoking. Y'all know the power of Nidoking. So Kenpachi goes down there, my Assault Vest user goes down, and so is my Guts user. So here comes the Smeargle, as I send out my Ferrothorn, Toxicodendra. So basically, it's setup versus setup. So he goes for the Spore there. I guess he doesn't know that Spore doesn't affect grass types in this generation. But now he knows, so we're all learning. So he sets up his Sticky Web. Well, I set up my Stealth Rocks last turn. I go for the Gyro Ball just to do damage. At the very least, I would break his Focus Sash. But I was like, Transform Smeargle? That's actually pretty darn good. So I knew he had my moveset, so I know what he was going for. Stealth Rocks. So I switched into Radioactive to get that magic bounce. Even though it doesn't matter because there's already a, what's it called? Stealth Rocks on his field. It bounces back. And honestly, maybe I should have went into Espeon first. Because that way the Spore would have been sent back. And then no Sticky Webs will be up. So, I don't know. But I thought just staying in because I knew he couldn't, unless he had Dark Void, he couldn't put me to sleep. So, I don't know. I just didn't really think about Magic Bounce until I thought about Stealth Rocks. So I sent out Torkoal here, and Torkoal is pretty darn bulky. I wouldn't know, I don't have one, but he goes for a Rapid Spin there. I'm like, oh, damn it. And clearly I can't switch back into Toxic Ninja here because it's a Fire type. But I do get the crit with the Shadow Ball. I'm sorry, 7-Eleven, but yeah, I do get the crit. So the Torkoal goes down. Honestly, I don't know how much damage the Torkoal could have done to me, but I don't know. Maybe he had a really elaborate plan in waiting. So I switched to Mizukage here because Special Wall and resist the Water Pulse. Right? Right. So Mega Blastoise with a Sticky Web is pretty damn nuts. Because Mega Blastoise is power. You guys saw the Supreme Launcher thing, right? You guys saw it. It is power. Look at how much damage he did. He does like 25% to my Special Wall. 25%. Oh my god. And if you guys remember my team, you would also know that Mega Blastoise can basically destroy it. So he predicts either he predicts my Toxic or he switches into Scalpy because it's a good play. I don't know. But he goes to the Protect here as I go for the Recover, predicting that Protect. So getting rid of that burn damage as well as that initial Dark Pulse damage. So that's cool beans. That's always a good bowl of beans, you know, just good bowl of beans. So he gets that speed boost up, paired with a Sticky Web that is harsh. He sets up an Iron Defense, playing a Baton past that to someone, but I'm like, no! Phasing move! Dragon Tail, that's in like 1 HP, but you're out. You're out. So he switches back into his Umbreon, which stinks, because now he has the perfect opportunity to Leftovers, and because I am slower, while taking the burn damage, he will set up his Moonlight. So there goes all that damage that my amazing Gut Strain Punch did. It's down the drain. I went for the Scald because honestly, I'm gonna say I forgot that Moonlight existed. I was like, I'll just get the get a damage off, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get the burn either, so poop. So he sets up Curses here. I'm like, well, I don't know how effective that will be because I do have special attackers, but I mean, did he make him especially bulky and then put Curse on him to boost the defense? I'm not sure. He tries to synchronize with me, but clearly that doesn't work out. So now the poison can you know, cancel out. That's the word that I was looking for. Cancel out the Leftovers, so that's cool. I don't know why I'm playing around with this pencil. I was using this as a stylus, but, you know, now it's just, you know what. So, I switched into my Toxic Ninja because I know, one, I can't be Toxic, and two, this Umbreon, its attack is pretty sky high now. So if it wants to attack me, it's not going to, hopefully do too much, and two, Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet, so that'd be cool. And also, I can set up my Rocks. Not yet. He's gonna set up his Moonlight. All those speed lowers still can't cancel out the Sticky Web and the lowness of Toxic Ninja. Oh, I set up Leech Seed first. Right. See, and now I have Toxic damage, Leech Seed damage, and, yeah, those things. So, now that I have those things up, I can feel free to, as he sets up, I think he's at +4 now. I'm not sure. He's really high defense, really high attack, really low speed, but he's still faster than Toxic Ninja. So that just goes to show. But yeah, I set up my rocks there instead of where I said I did because I don't remember this battle even though I had it yesterday. I sap Leech Seed and he takes toxic damage, I believe. So, I think I predicted him to go for the Moonlight here, so I switched out into Havoc, my Manectric, because special attacker, but and I caught the Sticky Web, which lowers my speed, you know, taking away the thing that makes Mega Manectric so great. But he actually attacks here. I'm like, oh god. But I'm like, oh wow. So Umbreon's base attack isn't actually that high. Plus, I didn't already attack him that turn. So payback is only like 50 base power. And I got the Intimidate, so he was only at plus 3, maybe. But that's still really high. But if Umbreon had been stronger, then yeah. So he doesn't bother, doing anything here. Or like, you know, trying to switch out, conserving this thing. Because he knows he can't get rid of Stealth Rocks anymore. And once he comes back, he's dead. Plus he's toxic and all that jazz. So I switched to Mizukage here, knowing that because he has switch initiative, I need to switch into one thing that can wall the rest of his team. At this point, I believe that is Scolipede, Blastoise, and does he have one more? I'm not sure. You'll find out. He might just have those two, actually. So we're switching to Scolipede here. And then, predicting that I would predict his Protect, he goes with a Poison Jab. But because Melodic's a bulky bastard, with the Marvel skin and all that jazz, I live, so it's all good. And then, I believe here he goes to the Protect, because he didn't go for the Protect last time, and he can't lose by going for the Protect. And this is the part that might get annoying to you guys, because it's really just a stall war. He goes for the Protect, and I go for Scald. Clearly that doesn't do anything. Because I recover, and he has Protect, it just gets troublesome. It just gets really troublesome. You know it. So here he goes for the Iron Defense, so he can get so he can pass on the defense boost, of course. And here, did I go for the Recover or did I go for the Scald? I did go for the Scald. If I could get a burn here, that'd be great. But clearly I don't, because come on, why would I get a burn? Why would I get a burn? Come on, I did get the crit on the Torkoal. So that's some hacks that did work out for me. But now he's at like plus 3 speed, and he did go with the Protect here, like I thought he would. But I live on 6! 6, because Marvel Scale is awesome! Awesome! You know Marvel Scale is awesome. You know it. You know it. You know it. You know it! So yeah, Marvel Scale is cool. And then, he gets Speed Boost again. And now I believe he'll go for the Protect. There's the Protect. So now, I went for the Scald again. He's always protecting my Scalds the right time. I should have gone for the Recover there since I was about half health, and then would have gone up to about, full health. But I go for the Recover here, as he goes for the Poison Jab. So will this kill now? Will this kill? Nope, I live at 9. Live at 9. But I missed the Dragon Tail! So that's the karma for getting that crit, okay? You lost your Torkoal, and I lost my Mizukage. Are you happy now with 7-Eleven? Darn. I'm gonna buy a hot dog from you today. Anyways, just switching to Havoc. Because, one, Intimidate. But honestly, there's only one Pokemon that he could switch in, Baton Pass to, and that's Blastoise. So he Baton Passes into Blastoise. But I am an Electric type. So, the question is, how much will a Discharge do? I run Discharge, not Thunderbolt, for the Paralyzation. So, I go for the Discharge, and it doesn't kill! And I'm like, oh no, but I get the Para! And that is why I run Discharge. That's why I run Discharge. People say, well, Manectric is a powerhouse, you should just go for max power. But no, if you get the Para, it'll outspeed everything. And then everything else will outspeed it, it'll be all good. And if I didn't get that Para, it was at like plus 5 speed. If Blastoise probably would have outsped, killed me with a Water Pulse easily. Then I had like Salamence. If he had Ice Beam or Dragon Pulse, Salamence would be dead. Ferrothorn, if he had Aura Sphere, that would be dead. I believe I had one more Pokemon, but I remember at that point, I was thinking if that Blastoise survived, he would have won, hands down. That would have Mega Blastoise would have swept my entire team. But the poison jab doesn't kill my Manectric. He snags the poison, but of course that doesn't matter at all. I get the flamethrower off, and down goes the Scolipede. Actually, it might have just been... Oh, I had Radioactive, which a Dark Pulse would have killed instantly. So, GG 7-11, that was a good battle. That was a really good battle, actually. Really close. Maybe we can have a rematch, sometime, where, I don't know, I bring Pokemon close to the tier. We can have at UU. You know what? I should start having RU battles. That'll be fun. But anyways, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Remember, if you want to battle me, if you want to request a battle from me, go to my Facebook page and post there, and I will respond to you for sure. Yeah. So, if you see a rematch for 7-11 in the future, yeah, that's until next time, Penguin Nation, out!